Recent economic growth outlooks by the OECD and the World Bank show that the global economy is slowly but surely on its way to recovery, despite the effect of monetary tightening policies still being felt. Or Hye-ryeon with the latest forecast figures.
South Korea's growth outlook for the year has been set lower than the overall global forecast, despite expectations that economic conditions will improve alongside a recovery in China. A report released by the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development on Wednesday forecast global growth for the year ahead at 2.7%, and South Korea's growth rate at 1.5%. This is more than 1 percentage point lower than the country's growth seen last year at 2.6% and lower than an earlier forecast in March. The organization attributed its pessimistic outlook to high interest rates and a sluggish housing market, posing burdens on private consumption and investment. It also recommended the support of vulnerable groups here to enhance fiscal soundness in response to the country's aging population, such as training for the unemployed and improving women's participation in economic activities. As for the rest of the world, the OECD expects to see fragile growth this year, amid slowing inflation from falling energy prices and a rebound in consumer and business sentiment. The reopening of China's borders was also evaluated as having a positive impact on the global economy, with that country's predicted growth this year set at 5.4%. However, the Eurozone was predicted to grow at 0.9%, hindered by the ongoing war in Ukraine and high energy prices, Russia being one of only 2 OECD countries expected to experience a decline rather than growth for the year ahead. On the same day, the World Bank raised its global growth forecast from 1.7% to 2.1%. The bank also cut its global growth prediction for 2024 to 2.4% from the 2.7% made in January, citing the ongoing effects of monetary policy, which has seen business investment reduced. It also raised concerns over the possibility of a further economic slowdown caused by stress in the banking sector. By region, the World Bank shared similar views with the OECD in that China was predicted to show rapid growth this year, unlike the Eurozone. Meanwhile, on the back of the revised outlook, US stocks closed higher on Tuesday. The Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 0.03%, while the tech-heavy Nasdaq gained 0.36%. Hye-ryeon, Arirang News.